Welcome back. Welcome back. So we're gonna see what this message is because I definitely saw two pigeons fly by, and they were walking up this building that looks. It's basically like a pyramid, and they were walking up one behind the other. And I looked, there was 529, and that's connected to the Royal Star Gemini Aldebaran, 9 degrees. Polar opposite to that is Antares, 9 degrees Sag. So it's basically 8 to 9 degrees, and Venus right now is at 8 degrees. So Royal Star Aldebaran has a message for the collective in Venus energy. Right now we are in Saturn's hour, which would be Venus rules Taurus and Libra. We are in the Saturn hour, so I'm looking at Seven of Pentacles vibes. Let me see what tarot cards we got coming up. Welcome back. Connect my heart and soul to the heart and soul of Mama Universe and Papa Universe. Connect my heart and soul to the heart and soul of my ancestors, spirit guides, angels. Connect my heart and soul to the heart and soul of the gods and goddesses that flow through me as me for you and I collective to use our mind's eye to see. Ashe, 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 in connection to the Most High forever and ever. All right, let's see. Aldebaran, what's your message for the collective? It's a Saturn hour. Mercury, basically. Aldebaran, Gemini energy. What's this? Ooh, the Empress. Tell us about the Empress. What do you want the collective to know here? What about the Empress? What do you want the collective to know? What do you want the collective to know? Have patience with whatever it is that you're waiting to enter your life. Ugh. You may feel like there has been some constraints. However, Aldebaran speaks of the Silver Gate, where souls descend to earth. So there is an ancient soul coming in to assist you. Yeah, look at these cards. You got the Tower and the Nine of Wands, Moon and Sagittarius here. This feels like at that breaking point where it's where that fine line between staying on track and saying fuck it and going back to an old way of doing things. This is when this energy comes in. So it's divine intervention none the least. It could be an earth sign or an air sign or a fire sign. But there's a connection here. Emotions connected to memories of a child past life, higher education, God Goddess energy, what that means to you, your communication with source. I'm also hearing now, look up, look up, look up. Wow. King of Pentacles and Queen of Pentacles. Dynamic duo, dynamic force. Tell me more about this energy here. This could be an offer of love here that's coming in from a Leo. They're being guided to you. They're being guided to you. There's a masculine energy or a particular action that comes to mind that's being guided towards you. No matter what you're doing right now, this is coming. The only thing you must do at this point is to recognize it when it enters. That's all it is. Just recognize it when it enters. Basically, don't self-sabotage yourself. You've been on this path for quite a while. Yeah, you've been on this path for quite a while. There's a completion of a cycle here that comes with reward. So regardless of whatever you're experiencing right now, you're going to complete the cycle. You're going to receive your reward. Aldebaran, what message do you have here for the collective? Whoa, okay. The Seven Star Sisters, Birthing Creations, Tapestry of Life Expression, 544. You're on a double mission here on this planet. You already know that. You're a light worker star seed. Serve the world by being you. And that may cause a great severing. By serving the world and being you is going to cause a great severing. But you're in this stage now, this particular point of your journey where you're birthing creations. Everything's going to change from here on out. Don't know who this is, but it says talk of the town. A lot of people are going to know you. A lot of people are going to be mentioning your name. But it says here, fall into my arms. Surrender, holding the opposites extremes of life, the positive and the negative, seeing the power that you've accumulated right now from the positive and the negative. And that's basically what this Nine of Wands in the center of the Empress, the Tower, the Knight of Cups, which is an offer coming in that's emotionally fulfilling, that allows you to connect to your instincts, what it is that you want to create, your willpower here. Okay. Now also you've developed into this Empress energy as well. Now you have this king. This king can only become the emperor once he aligns with the Empress. So that could be a scenario for some of you as well. This is another message of being open and receptive. Be open and receptive. So release the burdens. Release the burdens that have been placed on the heart chakra, that have been placed onto the solar plexus. Because everything that comes to you from the outside in, it enters the solar plexus first. It can easily skip the heart chakra, the throat chakra, and the third eye and go straight to the crown chakra and manifest. But if you have this information that enters the solar plexus and goes through the heart chakra, obviously there has to be a point of balancing things out. Where this is now where you're listening to your heart and you're listening to that inner voice, which is right above the heart chakra, to let you know whether you're going to move forward. But there have been instances where things have entered, again, to the first spot of the solar plexus and it went directly to the crown because you were already disconnected from the heart space. But through these lessons of constantly going through that, Nine of Wands here, I picked it up with the Tower card. There's a moment of enlightenment. The last time you've done this is when you woke up. Basically, something drastic had to happen in order for you to make a radical change in your life. But now you're no longer going to do that. You don't need these catastrophic or crisis-like moments to occur for you to make change in your life. And you're at the gate where souls are descending into the earth. Now, these are galactic souls that are here to assist you, and they're telling you to fall into their arms. Fall into their arms. You know that prayer footsteps where you see Christ holding the feminine footprints? That's what I'm seeing from this right now, literally. There's a point in your life where you're going to be moving, but what's allowing you to move is a certain vibration or soul or a being that you cannot see, but you can sense, that's literally moving you. Like you have a satellite right behind you that's moving you. What else here? Hathor is here again. What else? Wow. It's time. It's time to step into your purpose fully without looking back. You won't be able to look back because there won't be anything to look back to. You won't be able to look back anymore. That's what this tower is talking about also, because a tower moment shifts the entire foundation. You won't be able to look back anymore. Look at the bigger pictures out here as I split the deck. Let's see what this is. Some of you could have an overload of downloads. Ground yourself. Ground yourself. That's a lot of cards. I'll tell you what they are. Confidence is the key to success. Have faith in your dreams. Nothing will come of this situation, but a win-win outcome is forecast. Surrender to the divine. Don't let pride get in your way. Conclusions are within reach. Nothing is yet set in stone. Emotions are running high. The energy is gaining momentum. You are more than enough, but you had to get to a point to realize that you are good enough. But now you're realizing that good or bad is part of the materialistic world, the ego world. When you look at the life from cause and effect, now you're stepping into the cosmic universal law. And once you do that, show the world the real you. And remember, it's time to release negativity. Full-time release of negativity. But let's see what message comes out, though. That was a lot of cards. Preparation, meeting opportunity, aka luck, is on your side. New moon in Sag. That's great to see with the 9 of Wands there. And then you have time to release negativity because a new romantic cycle is coming in. So some of you may not even be focused on love. You got to shift your perception of that. Some of you are focused on getting your resources and your coins. That's all good. But remember that message of being open and receptive is all about embracing it all. You may have had relationships in the past that didn't work out as planned. That was all part of the plan to evolve you. So continue to allow love in. You cannot be afraid of creation. Okay? Be mindful of the words that you're saying to yourself. If you don't want to have children right now, then do what you must do to not have children. But there should never be a fear of creation because that's going to trickle down to every other part of life. Okay? Anything that you are asking for in this moment, think about where you could possibly be blocking yourself as a general aspect of it. For example, again, some may want to, step into their path and do the work that allows them to be, it doesn't feel like it's a job. It's just something you enjoy doing, and it still helps you to take care of your resources and what you must do for self. But if you're focused on that and you're telling yourself you don't want love and you're not focused on love, I don't want to be in a relationship right now, you're closing yourself out of this other option too, because they're all connected. Okay. So a new romantic cycle begins. It's time to release negativity. Communication is key. Welcome, Third Eye and Sacred Scales. I was channeling y'all. You and your loved ones are safe. Be bold and make the first move. Let me go into these cards here. The connection's fine, right? It's not tripping. I figured we got it handled. You feel me? Look at that. The courageous peony. Multifaceted, unique nature. Let yourself be seen. Learning how to be human in the world, but not of it. Learning how to be human, which means you're a whole different entity being, a god, goddess, roaming this realm. Learning how to be human. It's like the Osho Zen Tarot deck where you have the lion surrounded by sheep, and it's a conditioning card. Many of you are lions, 1444. Many of you are lions, but you have trained to be sheep. Reclaim your power. Okay? Surrender to the sweetness. There goes Venus. Venus energy, pleasure, joy, make love to life. This is what Aldebaran, the royal star of Gemini, is coming in to let you all know. Be open and receptive to all things that are of pleasure and joy. Venus energy. Not to the point of overindulgence either. Then you have the cosmic heart. See? Some of you, literally, your heart is cosmic. Okay? And you're devoted to that. But you were trained to step away from that. Now it's time to deprogram yourself from this training that doesn't even belong to the vessel and the electricity, the current that flows through you. Of star family, and they telling you call in support because they are willing to bring in this physical and emotional healing, deep cellular healing here. Some of you are homesick for the stars, but you're about to walk through a portal here. Okay, now in order to walk through this portal, there's a righting of past wrongs, uprooting the past, realizing that you got the love. Okay, uprooting the past so that way you can now see it, cause and effect. Not right or wrong, good or bad. Cause and effect. 555. 555 message. Let's see what this is. Don't forget to like the video, y'all. Appreciate y'all for being here as well. 555. There it goes. The light. The light at the end of the tunnel. And there goes the heart chakra. You literally have cosmic hearts here. You literally have cosmic hearts. You see where this is at? The cosmic heart on page 48. When you surrender to the state of devotion, you find yourself flowing with all of life. You're being called to refocus your attention deep within to the intelligence of your own heart, to bow with deep reverence to your inner temple, to live your life in devotion to this place, to make your life one big move in prayer. Perhaps you felt a bit off kilter lately, sensing that the potency of why you're doing things has gotten a little watered down or weak. Perhaps you have forgotten what made you start doing them in the first place. If so, this is your call to take a moment and reconnect with the truth at the very center of your heart, to get back to the essence of what you're about, to devote your life to what you care most about, to turn your gaze deep, 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 deep. There are seasons for harvesting and seasons for sowing. Right now, you're being called to plant your soul seeds and sing to them with deep devotion, to feed them with the sweet waters of your own soul, to lose yourself in the potency of what it is that most expands your heart, to live your life according to what makes you come alive, rather than what everyone else thinks, to make your life one big move in prayer. So this is speaking of the balance of Venus and Mars. And there goes Fuzzy. Fuzzy's there. Fuzzy is right there. 557. What's your message, Fuzzy? Talk to the collective, baby. Appreciate you. 557. Amen, Ray. Amen, Ra. Intuition, Glory, Detroit Lions, Blue Sun, the fourth. You see something? What is this message about the blue sun? What is the message about the blue sun? Star family, what is the message about the blue sun? What is the message about the blue sun, Star family? What is the message about the blue sun? What is the message about the blue sun? Fall into my arms. Let me see something. Because it came out again. There's a massive download coming in. wisdom, protection, peace of mind, loyalty, occult power, and expansion. Surrender, holding the opposites, extremes of life. You know what that's saying? Because we lived in the world for so long of the physical, the ego, that now that the spiritual is beginning to become reality, this is a lot of you gonna start. I'm gonna tell you right now, these ascension symptoms about to spike up a little bit. Yeah. Ooh, let me see something. Yeah, the comet that has exploded and now looks like a blue sun is a great sign of the return of Christ consciousness to the material plane of man. Boom. This represents the reunification of the spiritual self with earthly existence. It represents an evolution in consciousness to which, and this is an article from 11/22/2007. Let me go back to what it was saying here. It represents an evolution in consciousness to which many will be exposed, yet only a very few will integrate quickly. This is how Genesis takes place. Yeah, come through, Aldebaran. I knew something was up with this message. That's why I'm like, this is how Genesis takes place. First on a small scale for a few, who then set the stage for more to follow suit. The blue sun is the Christ itself revealed, and it begins a cycle of integration for humanity and the planet that realign cosmic and galactic energies. This brings about the age of enlightenment for humankind on Earth through a slow and rigorous process that strips aside the dualistic nature of common perception and reinstates a balanced connection with levels of realities heretofore denied and unexpressed. Many people find that their hearts feel richer and fuller. Others, more advanced and aware, will undergo remembrance of lives and realities of great splendor that exist at much higher densities. Ours is a course of growing perceptions that allows the entire world to now steer toward open contact with angels, extraterrestrials, and ultra terrestrial beings. These, the series of integrations aforementioned will unfold one per year over the next 20 or so years. Now, this is from 2007. Consider this realignment an awakening of potential, both planetary and individual, and a reconnection back to our multidimensional ancestors and friends. Some people on earth will finish the process of years before others, and some people will choose not to begin at all, and soon depart this world to be born again on another planet which resembles the current reality set with a much less rigorous schedule of growth, change, and positive expansion. We are stepping into the essence of immortality. You can only step into that realm if that's something you actually know and believe and know. There's that. So here it goes. It says there are also factions, both human and extraterrestrial. Did I skip something? No, I didn't. There are also factions, both human and extraterrestrial, on the earth who represent interests that seek to control, suppress, and hinder the masses and stop the illumination process. That's CERN as of the 5th of July. These beings are no longer in domination, and although their foul effects are seen across all lands, this web of deception and manipulation is crumbling at a dramatic rate that will become completely self evident very soon. And especially in the year ahead in 2008, that's when you had that first, what was it, the crash of the stock market then? Give me a second. Let me look at this. Saturn square Uranus. Closing square, this is February 17, 2021. The closing square of Saturn and Uranus, which was initiated with their conjunction in 1988 when globalism was initiated, can likely indicate a crisis in the current ruling and financial order, Saturn, which needs to be innovated. Previous Saturn Uranus squares or oppositions: 1930, the Great Depression; 1975, inflation in the US; 2000, dot-com bubble bust; 2008, the recession and property crash. And here we have 2022, another financial crisis. This is very likely outcome of this conjunction, which will last 2021 and 2022, and even going to get bigger because of Jupiter participation in the square, which will blow it up. The governing structures, Saturn will undergo a couple of years of fast changes, technological innovations, and downright chaos, Uranus, due to social unrest, Uranus. Oftentimes, this aspect indicates polarization to extremes between ruling classes, Saturn, and the greater social body, Uranus, but also strong division, Saturn, between the people, Uranus. 1861, the South versus the North Vivian division. This particular square will be felt as strong, steely regulations and restrictions, Saturn, on the freedoms of people, Uranus, especially through economic and financial means. Taurus and Aquarius signs are money and labor related. This will likely result in the civil unrest previously mentioned. Saturn Uranus hard combinations are known for bringing extreme rulers, dictators, and radical leaders of sorts. But now we're going back to this message here about the blue sun energy, okay, where it says there are also factions, both human and extraterrestrial, these beings on Earth who represent interests to seek control. So that's whatever is causing these type of crisis that's going on now because of their hunger for power, something that you can't buy. These beings are no longer in domination, and although their foul effects are seen across all the lands, this web of deception and manipulation is crumbling. Boom. So, it is suggested that all who read this transmission open without fear or prejudice to the energies at hand and trust fully in your own ability to balance and integrate the new connected reality. Galactic and cosmic identity is at hand for humanity. This represents a rise in humanity awareness of those now present on and around our world, who come not only from within our own galaxy, but from across many densities and universes. Cosmic alignment represents the connection and integration of universal energies, concepts, and truths. Just as the laws upon our world distinguish group mind at a bounded level equal to the limited perception of mass consciousness, universal awareness represents the connection that is unbound and permeates all levels of reality. Therefore, from principles of energy and science that allow a race to transverse the universe all but instantaneously, to percept of the construction of ideas which apply to all species and not just one. This level of cosmic penetration must now, by necessity, bring about unification. And that's what that van yesterday that passed through here talking about Libra construction, which is justice. I ain't gonna front. I low key got a headache though. I was like, nah, that's obviously a download. I can't be sitting here with information like that no more. Like, nah. Whoever's supposed to know, whoever gets it, hey, here it is. Let's see. This reestablishes humanity's collective link to the stars, the universe, and beyond. Galactic awareness gives definition to the identity of the incoming races to our world. Their presence is indisputable, and now the greater public must finally awaken to this truth of occupation, participation, and oversight. Thus, the object in our solar system has exploded and grown to immense size, larger than our own sun, intentionally defies all scientific knowledge and explanation to establish a beacon of cosmic connections. Bro, I'm gonna post this link so y'all can whoever is interested and committed to what's going on universally. Here you go. Here you go. Welcome, Charlie. Yeah. Tell me more. Blue sun. It said the 4th too. See, all of these holidays are designed to fund their bullshit. All these holidays where people are celebrating, you that should be your life every day. There shouldn't have to be a holiday to let you know it's time to celebrate. It says wait. It's not yet time. Things are being woven. Okay. New earth. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Continue to speak for the collective, Aldebaran. What is your message? Breath of the cosmos. Yes, indeed. My will to thy will. Micromanaging the universe. The courageous peony. You're becoming multifaceted beings, unique in your nature. Let yourself be seen. Let yourself be seen. Shine your light. Shine a light on them. The wolf. Your sense of smell is already heightened to a different level. Trust everything you're smelling. Look it up. Look up the magical properties of all the scents that's coming in. Even if you're not sure exactly what it is, what does it smell like? And then as you're researching it, it can pull you across, what you're sensing, because you may have a description of something else that smells like it. What we got here? The peacock, Ashe. And the nightingale. Some of you got a voice. Use the voice. No worries, no worries. They already know it's coming. These beings, okay? These inorganic beings that have been placing all of this pressure on people, they know what's coming, because this rabbit in this deck speaks of the rabbit looking out for the eagle or the hawk or the eagle to come and eat it, to come and get it. Whatever it is that they've been blocking themselves from not telling the collective the truth about what's going on, their time is up. They can no longer hold on to whatever it is that they're holding on to that's allowing them to have power over people. You ain't supposed to be paying for shit. And if you are working, you're supposed to be working for yourself. The nightingale came out in reverse, though. Look at that, because there's still a rise happening. That's why I said wait. And Aldebaran speaks of, okay, as you, as the collective that's aware of what this is, and being in connection to universal law, the law of one, where you embody all aspects of life, they're asking you to wait, because you're still rising through the ashes. So you're still going through this phase of where it's uncomfortable. It's kind of like you're just coming out the cocoon type thing, right? But when it's time to sing, it's going to be time to sing. It's going to be time to sing. And real soon, it feels like real soon. Feels like real soon. Real soon. Authority came out, and it fell with 2 other cards on top of it. Let's see what's on top of it. Patience and continue to hold a vision. 146, but this is also have patience with the authority that you're being given through these galactic beings that will be flowing through you. Okay. Yeah, that's what this is reminding me of too. Because they don't actually go to the moon. No one has actually been to the moon. The moon don't want anybody from this realm on it. Now, in these end times, there is a communication between the moon and the earth where it's like, okay, it's time to get these motherfuckers up out of here because I'm tired of them too. It's almost like rounding up the troops for those who have been invading the space of unconditional love, wherever unconditional love is supposed to reside and dwell. And it's definitely on this planet. Because what I'm getting from this is like the protection that's surrounding a mother as she's about to give birth. This planet has gone through the 9 months, but the 9 months for this planet was much different than what we can even fathom or even perceive in our own minds. But now this planet is ready to give birth to the new. Some will remain, some will have to go because the new earth contains immortality. It's some deep shit. What else? That was another message that came through as I was walking through the park. Everything that's a moth to a flame, that's attracted to it, interested in it, is out of here. This is speaking of the manifesting generator, the zebra. 615. Some of you, your powers have been hidden as a manifesting generator because of the frequency that's established here. There's a massive purge happening on this realm right now. Massive is, I don't know who, I can't even, there isn't words for me to describe the type of purge and the extent of it that's happening right as we speak. It's literally, there's a block that's being removed from the right brain, which is the intuition, which is the spiritual. So that way the right brain and left brain can come together. Right in plain sight. Ashe. Look, the bee wanted to come out before and it stayed in and it's coming out now. And that's part of the, that was part of the call to Mama Universe, because I'm pretty sure some of y'all been hearing where they're talking about bees becoming extinct. They went way too far. Way too far. Because it brings in the sweetness of life, and that's Venus energy. And it's like Venus and Earth are sisters, so Venus about to come in and tap that ass too. Venus ain't weak now. Sheesh. The starfish. Wow. Because that brings me to one of the outer body experiences I did have in a dream state, basically. It was a recurring dream, and it would start over and over with me looking at a starfish first. And I would look at my window and see different things. One was a dove with a wreath over its head signifying victory, or ace of swords like the Excalibur. Then there was an eagle with red eyes. This is that time then. Because right after that there was a flock of penguins. They were minding their business. When they realized I was looking at them, they all looked back at me like this, like in Madagascar. Telling you, the moment you start seeing these penguins flying, that's gonna be a big ass wake up call. Look at that, the whale. And there was another vision I had where I was in a helicopter and they dropped me in the middle of the ocean. and I can see whales that were close to the shore, which was odd. But I couldn't see too much at what was going on at the shore until I got there. So as I was dropped into the center of the ocean, a whale comes and grabs me and is like, "Come on, let's go," basically. And it brings me closer to where I can get on my feet. Now, I was with a little girl, which is one of my ex's cousins. I was with her. The reason why she was there, let me see. You know what? Because they're Native American background, and that's connected to the prophecy. So as we get closer to the shore, I'm realizing there's this muddy wall. There's a muddy wall, and there's a location that I looked up that looked just like it. I can't, picture it right now. Like, what was the name of it? I think it was in Australia, if I'm not mistaken. But it was red dirt, but it was like mud just coming down, and I can see people literally trying, which is an insult to doing. They wanted to get to the top, but in order for them to get to the top, because it was like the water was here and there was a wall, it was a muddy wall coming down, and they wanted to get to the top. The only way you can get there is if the waves carry you onto it. They carry you onto the shore. So I see people struggling. Anybody who gets caught in there, they get swallowed and they're gone. So I'm like, shit, how the fuck am I gonna get out of here? And I got this little girl with me. The next thing you know, I see there's like a baby whale, right? It's a baby whale that grabs my index finger. Now this is Jupiter. So it grabs my finger and I take it out the water to like basically take my finger out of it. I take it out and I go like this. Is an entire fucking sea serpent. Literally like the one in this deck too. But it was like a sea serpent slash dragon. And I was like, oh shit. Yo, I'm an asshole in my dreams. I promise you. They'd probably be like, yo, you be doing the most, yo. I know my spirit guys be like, ah, yep, look just like this. It looked just like that. Just like that. So I take it with my finger and I go like this, and it makes like this rainbow shape over me. So I'm like, okay. And then I put it back into the water because I was like, chill out. We ain't doing this today. So I'm like, how the fuck am I gonna get to that wall though? Like, how am I? Next thing you know, the waves start. My ass just end up right up top and just start walking off. I said, oh, that's all we had to do. Trust the wave you came in on. That's all you got to do. No problem, love. I said, okay, 4,400 on the clock. I always wondered when I would be allowed to say that without second guessing saying it. There's so many visions I've had that's just like, yeah, this other world I'll be in ain't no joke. I've seen Mercury before, fast as fuck. But to slow it down to see it, it's kind of like Silver Surfer. But the way I saw Mercury this time, the whole scene was basically like, how can I say this? Translucent. I think that's what you would call it. But okay, it looked like this. Basically looked like this, but it was more pink and blue, and it was dark. But all I see is Mercury coming through. Like, I'm here. I'm like, well, shit, fuck it up then. Do what you do. Just keep me out the pic. Just keep me out the way. Okay, do what you do. And right now we are approaching this moment, the 4th and the 5th of next month, where all the planets are going to be in this particular alignment where the gateways, galactic gateways, are going to be wide the fuck open. Wide open. feel me? So there goes the whale. There goes the whale. You know, as I'm telling y'all this, the tension and the pressure I had on this side is actually going away. It was just 6:23. Welcome, Empress. Welcome everybody up in here. Having a moment. Let's see what else comes up. Oh, I guess we're telling stories today. So, this one here. Okay. As a matter of fact, I was chilling, vibing outside while you was sitting here napping and shit. And they were loud. Like they wasn't even singing the way they normally sing. And it was at one point where they were real close and there were 3 of them, 4 of them, but they were in pairs of 2s. So what I'm getting from that is these are divine counterparts from a past, present moment that are coming together right now in this realm. It has to. It has to. Because, this world ain't supposed to be the way it is. Everything that you're doing as of today, everything that you consider a struggle, that shit is not supposed to be. You ain't supposed to be struggling. See if I can hear it. You hear the trees though? It sounds like it's raining. Then on top of that, I saw a crane. I normally see this crane, but for this time, I'm watching it hunt, basically. And the best part about that is I watch it going for its food. There's this guy that comes with 2 sons. 2 sons. Noah and Isaiah. I said, now you're really fucking with me today, huh? Y'all really coming for me today. Good. And you would call that the Ba-Ra, basically. You see that? That's a turtle. Those are turtles in there too. You see it? Slow and steady. Look at that. He's watching. See them steps. You know what I'm sensing from this right now too? You see how steady it's moving and it's looking and waiting? That is literally what these galactic beings are about to do with these people who sitting here causing struggles on humanity. They've been watching this whole time. They've been watching this whole time. This is a different point of what a time to be alive, what a moment in life to be alive, because we get to experience the revolution. I knew something was up when I was seeing so many of them, and they started kind of like circling where I was. I was like, huh. At the top, look at that. No more sacrificing. Mad loud. 629 on 629. You see that shit? Give me a moment. Give me a moment. Hold on. Yo. Because you know what happens with me? I put things together that most people would see as a coincidence or feel like it's overdoing it. Nah, that's how you get the answers you're looking for, though. Or wanting to align with. 5111 on the timer. I can see a turtle in this right now, though, too. You see that little turtle? I saw two baby turtles as well. They were sitting on a rock, but you had to really focus in on it to notice that they were there. So we got to go within ourselves, deep, deep, deep within ourselves to notice what's there has always been there. That cosmic heart, that's where immortality resides. You already have it within you, but there's a power that you have to go deep within yourself to really connect and say, flip the switch and turn it on. What's the next one? Ooh, the lizard. And then the vulture. Wow. See what I mean about immortality? Bringing that which has had no life back to life. Well, let me see here. That's a fire energy at that. Instinctual, sensitive to the subtle, dreamer. The lizard's an expert in the realm of sensory perception, as if it had a sixth sense. The lizard hears what is yet to be spoken and sees what's yet to be manifest. They're literally right now, what's happening with the cards I'm pulling, they're either pushing me to tell you a vision or confirming what I just said. Obviously, that's something that usually happens when you're watching readings, but this is a different type of vibe right now. It's a different type of vibe right now. Although this is an amazing gift, it can easily wear the lizard down. Break crowds, lots of travel, and overstimulation will drain a lizard of their magical essence. Yo, by the way, this is on page 127. Big crowds, lots of travel, and overstimulation will drain a lizard of their magical essence. This card is an indication to pull back from bright lights in big city and return to the inner artist who's been whispering your name. When you're in balance, you're artistic, telepathic, and spiritual. When out of balance, elusive, non-committal, and flaky. To bring into balance a creative project. I have another message here, beloved lizard, about this extrasensory ESP. Today will be a great day to meditate, boy. If you feeling this energy the way I'm feeling it, yeah. Oh yeah. The elephant. Look at that. If you feeling this energy, that fire, the way I'm feeling it, and you can sense it because this is Mars. Whatever you do in your meditation today is gonna literally push you to take a certain action that your ego, your physical self won't be able to do. You have to connect to your spiritual side to do this. You have to. Stingray. The Kundalini has risen. This is also connecting me to Ophiuchus energy as well, which is the gateway, the 13th gateway, which is connected to seeing. It's basically the eyes of source. There's an upgrade of ancient wisdom. Like, you would think right now that I have air going through my eyes. Like, it's like my eyes are like watered out. Like, it's some, this shit's weird, bro. In the most beautiful way, though. Hold up. Let me take these up. Let me get these channel cards in. What's going on, Star Family? Continue to speak, beloved. It's time to start playing, to really begin playing and enjoying life. Stop playing the game that we don't want to even play anymore. What's going on, Star Family? What's going on here? Something turn over. No. Excuse me. I don't know what that was. Neptune. It's retrograde. Pluto. I just feel like I'm being dragged at this point. Star Family, what is the message coming from Neptune? What is the message coming from Neptune? What is the message coming from Neptune? Big picture thinking. Visionary, inspired ideas, inner earth. It's time to travel, huh? Some of you may have Neptune and Capricorn. Meditate big time, because you're going to be going places that it's required for you to go as a part of this ascension. Don't get caught up with the crew that has to go to a different planet to not experience this here upgraded life in this realm. This shit about to get real and real quick. What's this? 10 of Cups, 7 of Wands. Meditate so you can, I'm telling you. Meditate so you can see your 10 of Cups. Some of you, that's all you got to do. Whatever your 10 of Cups is, because this is Mars in Pisces, the spiritual warrior in you, about what you believe in, you have to meditate and refine that. This is Mars in Leo. This is 2 Mars energy, 1 in Leo, 1 in Pisces. You can literally create your imagination as long as you meditate. You hear this all the time, but seriously, while Neptune is in retrograde, get to it. It's kind of like a portal. It's basically the portal, the gate that you don't want this gate closing on you, with it being in sorrow, pains, and regrets. These are all Mars cards. Mars in Scorpio, Mars in Pisces, Mars in Leo. Mars is the use and action of your will, and the sign of Scorpio speaks of transformation, deep, intense emotions, the sharing of resources, taxes, all that shit got to go. That thing about taxes and all that other bullshit, that shit got to go. Because that's the creation of beings who don't have a soul, which evidently means you don't have a heart. Nobody on this planet should be homeless. No one. That's not the balance that polarity speaks of. It wasn't supposed to be like that. What the message you have here, Neptune? What the message you have here for the collective? The yellow sun, universal fire. There goes Pluto again, which is Pluto and Mars, Aries and Scorpio. Pluto is the higher octave of Mars. We have the family that feels here, South Temperate. The family that feels is connected to the blue night, yellow stars, red skywalker, white mirror. So if you're a blue night, yellow star, red skywalker, white mirror, you're part of the clan that feels. Your signal in connection to your tribe is through feeling. Okay. We have here healing the division, breach between the body, mind, and spirit and soul with herbs, magic, divination, crystals, prayer, affirmations, etc. We have here Thoth, which is connected to Wednesday, and today is Wednesday. Grab a message from the Orisha deck, and then we have Ophiuchus here, which is the serpent bearer, Archangel Kundalil. Okay. Listen, let's see what the Orishas are talking about. All this love energy coming through here. That's what I'm talking about. Bring them out, bring them out, bring them out. What's the message here? The message from fire. Yellow sun, universal fire. The action through enlightenment, the essence of life. And then we have, wow. Because I wasn't even looking. I was more so looking over here. Solar seal number 20 is the yellow sun. This is a message from fire. We have the magician here, which in this deck, it speaks of you're protected from anything that could possibly cause a division or breach when you're bringing your physical and spiritual essence, masculine and feminine, together, giving you the power here of low and high vibrations, dark and light. Some of you definitely carry the bloodline of ancient Kemet here, which means you know that and you have that death and life are in the power of the tongue, and they who indulge in it shall eat the fruit of it. Lord Shiva is about to whip some ass here. Lord Shiva about to whip some ass because they got his energy somewhere they ain't supposed to be. And that's part of those beings that want to use his energy to block the collective from rising in power. Like the salamander energy, and the salamander and the Rider-Waite deck is the King of Wands. King of Wands is all about leadership, becoming a sage, becoming inspirational, but not at the cost of sacrificing yourself. Most inspirational stories come with the background of pain. That should have never even been a fucking thing. Why does inspiration have to start with pain? Again, that part of polarity that we have been accustomed to is going to change. Okay? Because most people, with inspirational stories that are coming from pain, it's connected to this fear of death also. But that's something humanity has also learned to do or adapted to. What else? Baba Luaye, which is of Saturn energy. This is an energy that most surgeons would call on to go in and out and fix the problem or fix the matter. But there's victory and success here as well. So you have the magician, Saturn's energy. a message of fire and victory and success here. Remember we were seeing the what was that? It was basically the message that came through of reviving anything that was dead, especially if it's supposed to be revived. With Neptune retrograde, a lot of truths are being revealed, but there's also a higher intensity of delusion. You connect more to the delusion if you don't know what's going on. But once you know, it allows you to, you know, maneuver accordingly with the protection that you already have and the power that's already invested within you. And then after that, we got Ophiuchus, Journey on the Planet. Yep. Predated soul agreement. You realized this 6 months ago. And this is the beginning of a new 6 month cycle in this 6 month where you're now stepping into vulnerability, opening up, connecting to the heart to open up. And this is where you start to see major changes here because you're realizing through the suppression of limiting beliefs, you exercise the strength of attachment. Love is not attachment. Many have been trained to move with love being conditional and attachment. If it's conditional, it's attachment. If it's attachment, it's conditional. We have here, now this. And I snickered like this because I noticed this symbol not too far from where I'm at, where it just made me say, don't play. All I know is that I return that shit back to center. That's all I know. It says stagnation due to surrounding energies. Careful reconsideration of plans. Release guilt to restore balance. Improve, reconstruct, organize. So if you live like in an apartment complex or anything like that, pay attention to the symbols that are around in terms of rooms so you can see what you're surrounded by. And this is going back to some of you being in certain areas to kind of be like the cloak for that area. But once you leave, it's over with. It's like all hell breaks loose. Wherever you at is like you simmer shit down. And that's wherever you're at, and if you're awakened to your spiritual abilities, you simmer things down. So you hear about these different areas about to experience certain things, but if they have a highly enlightened and awakened being like yourself in that area, they're protected. It's basically like the hyssop that's placed on the doors so the firstborn isn't taken out. Answer the call. Let the vibe seduce you, not the words. Here you will see the intent of the energy that, yes, you attract. Let the vibe seduce you, not the words. We have another family here, the South Polar family, the family that anchors. So the family that anchors, the Gateway family, is the yellow seed, the red moon, the white wizard, and the blue storm. Okay? There's a massive rebirth happening here. It's time to relax, accept, and regroup. Waning Gibbous, some of you may have been born during this moon phase. If you're born during this moon phase, you being in a particular area also allows for whenever a particular transition happens for people around you to naturally just feel relaxed, accepted, and regroup. When you're not there, this is when chaos breaks out. The chaos they're unable to comprehend as change coming. They allow that chaos to take them out. Study the science. Study the sciences. The stars are aligning you. Get more familiar and familiar and familiar and familiar with your natal charts. Leo Aquarius, some of you may be North Node, South Node, Leo Aquarius, so you may have that highly aspected in your chart. We have here planetary, so some of you, or one of you in here, some of you in here may be a yellow planetary sun. Okay. You have the essence of manifestation is like the law of attraction is your name. You are perfection. You're able to produce whatever it is that you set your energy to. Whatever you set your energy to, you will manifest. Then we have 180 degrees regeneration. Welcome. Welcome. What heals you may be poison for another without knowing. So some of you had to go through this process where you were looking for support, or you were, seeking conversations with other people, not realizing that the information, if they're not prepared for it, it can literally debilitate them. Even when it comes down to crystals, like you may be drawn to crystals and you may tell somebody, oh, here, take this crystal, you should get this crystal because it looked nice. No, that shit carries a lot of energy, a lot of frequencies in it, especially if it's a raw crystal. It has a lot of plasma contained into it. Now, also, some of you here may be a yellow self-existing sun. Okay. You have the power to define things, to measure things, to put things into form. And this is also what has happened with some of you as well, where what you realized was able to heal you, you've been able to really, analyze and be wise with what it is that you now know. Because when I say this shit comes with great power, you can't have the conversation of immortality with just anyone. You can't. Because it'll be a trying and it'll be an insult to do, and you'll try to. But that will never be something they can comprehend, because they have yet to go through a particular awakening that makes them say, oh shit, that is something that we are here to do, and that is something that we can do. Moldavite. Them tablets definitely got to be from Moldavite too. It was a black airbender. When he mentioned that, I was like, you know what? That would make more sense if what we call the emerald tablets are actually Moldavite, because Moldavite will take you there. That's one powerful crystal there. Oh yeah. Yes, indeed. This was definitely Aldebaran coming through up in here, because let's see which soul was descending through the gate at this moment. Let's see what we got. Who do we have here? Visionary artist. You could be a life path 11. Hero. I am moving forward. Buddha. Buddha's here. So let's see. Who did we have the pleasure of being assisted by? The integral philosopher with Archangel at the bottom of the deck. You see all 7 chakras, right? So all of them. And we have the pioneer, blazing a whole new trail. Who else do we have here? Ascended Master. Homo Luminous. I am light reflecting in the world around me. Humans could be considered biological entities hosting a matrix of vibrations from many dimensions. Ever witnessed someone who lights up a room when they walk in? Who carrying a certain light or vibration can activate others by simply being in their presence? Perhaps it is you. In radiant health, vitality, and clarity, tapped into the light of the universe, being one with the universe. This is your higher self. Because Aldebaran is Gemini, Mercury, which speaks of communication with others. So what I just sense from that, your higher self and my higher self is bringing this message out. 654, yep. We bringing in what's in the higher realms into this realm. Transhuman. Some of you, without even realizing this too, your higher self is taking you through this portal as you're awake, doing what you would normally do or not. And there's specific spots that you walk through where you have galactic beings literally waiting for you. And it feels like there's like this cloak that drops down. You don't see this. But you normally, it's kind of like, okay, let's say like if in your home or whatever, it could be by your bathroom. You're going to have to use the bathroom, right, at some point. So they'll be at the doorway of your bathroom. And when you walk in and out the bathroom, it's like, you notice some of you may even have some of your greatest downloads in the bathroom too. While you're showering or doing whatever you do. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm picking up from this. Some of you will start to see them as physical as you see me. Yeah, literally becoming one with source. These are all portal-like energies. One and the same. Becoming one and the same with source. Look at all of this. There's other cards in here, but look at what's coming out. It's the age of technology, but the technology is you. You are the machine. You are the system. Them creating systems outside of us is just like religion, where you look outside yourself for somebody to save you when you had the ability to save yourself this entire time. Definitely in the chariot of ascension. Definitely in the Merkaba right now. This is why some of you got to ground yourself, because your Merkaba is being activated. Some of you are going in and out of this realm already, only to bring whatever it is that's up there down here even more so. It almost feels like they take up a group at a time to push down the realm, the higher realms into this realm. So as a group goes up, they're pushing it down even more and more, making it one. What's this? Renaissance man. Look at this shit. That's part of one of the things that they've been wanting to figure out this entire time. His sequence, and why did he come up with this painting, Da Vinci Code? Not realizing that it's the embodiment of being able to connect to your Christ energy, because connecting to your Christ energy means having the balance of the heart and connecting to the inner voice, to connect to the third eye and literally vibrate that energy through the crown chakra because the universe is meant to anyway. Shit got me hot. What they've been trying to figure out, insulting to doing, y'all already embody this energy. It's already in your DNA. Every study and everything that they've been researching and digging up and stealing, and this is why you got all this diseases that's coming out, because y'all opening shit that don't belong to you. You want this energy to resemble you, but it's not resembling you. That's the problem. Tricksters. Some corporate shamans. Some of you are in a position of work that you're in around certain authority figures for you to wake up to. They're supposed to piss you off enough to make you tap into something otherworldly, spiritually. The warrior. I am on it. The warrior overcomes his inhibitions, doubts, fears, lack of skill, or expertise by seeking those professionals, trainers, coaches, and mentors who can help hone their natural abilities, whether on a distant battlefield as a capable soldier in a chain of command or in the backyard confronting a not so life threatening challenge or problem. The warrior is on purpose, focused, pushing beyond comfort zones, taking necessary steps to see the mission through. You're fucking right. The warrior archetype was born out of the fight for survival, to eat or be eaten. If we are to survive, everyone must eat food. Somehow. Now realizing that food, okay? Food is the air. Breathing is food. You've been taught to do that too. To eat certain things that literally allow them to create other things, that when something doesn't go right, they say, here, take this so we can fix this, when it's actually creating a much bigger problem. But nature can handle all this. I say. The triple goddesses are back. I am connected to the cosmos. There's something about that energy, Sumerian energy, that kind of throws me off a little bit. There's one thing to be connected to the cosmos, and there's another to be the cosmos. He said, be professional about it. First responder. And it made me look at the warrior. I'm on it. It's the warrior energy here. It's the warrior energy here. The tyrant. Who's the tyrant? Shiva. Then you got Lucifer at the bottom of the deck, the light bringer. The moment has come for the chosen ones to rule this world. Lord Shiva has not been playing. You've seen it, right? All I know is that these beings that feel like they supposed to be using Shiva's energy, It's going to backfire. This ain't the backfire you ready for. You better read that book of Daniel, because Daniel was able to get up. Although that's the story in the book, right? Daniel was able to get up when he saw that vision of God, what God truly looked like. At least the essence of it during that moment. It wasn't nothing to fuck with. They won't say it's a feminine energy, but it was certainly a dark goddess, triple goddess energy. Like I said before, these cards that are coming out are confirming what I just said. This planet Earth has the assistance of all the asteroids that Maldek used to be. But what Maldek did is similar to a lot of these political leaders that they have wrongfully detained did. Maldek said, all right, I'm going to be out, but I'm going to create this belt. Similar to the belt that you see on the magician's waist, the serpent's wisdom. That's the Kundalini rising. They want this Shiva energy so that way they can allow their Kundalini to rise, which pretty much speaks of that Da Vinci Code and breaking past that code and realizing that in order for you to rise and ascend, you have to have all 7 chakras and that which is around you fully activated. And you can only activate all 7 chakras when you're not in a state of suppression. So this is why it's backfiring, because you can't suppress others and feel like suppressing others is going to allow you to rise up because you have all the power. Who do you think you fucking with? Yeah, I know y'all ready. 120. What's with the 127? Seriously, because what's with the 127? Let me see. That's a movie. It's called 127 Hours. Okay. Boom. 127 hours. I definitely got to watch that. It's obvious because it's been coming up for like months now. Let me see what the gematria talking about. 127. Hold on. Check something real quick. 127 says Biblical God. 127 Facebook. 127 Nicole. 127 God Coded. 127 Cookie. 127 Isabel. 127 Graham. 127 Haiti. 127 Holden. 127 Crime. 127 Belt. 127 Harambe. 127 Flat. 127 Choking. 127 Brown. 127 Hoppy. There goes that prophecy. 127 D'Angelo. 127 Aloof. 127 High One. What was I about to say? 127. It says Merhaba, but I'm definitely picking up Merkaba from that. Ephod, which is basically a garment that's worn in order to connect to the Most High. See, they had to wear certain things that the chosen ones already already have in their DNA. My thing is, why don't they just stop playing and let everybody live rent free, create this utopia? I'm not over exaggerating. I'm fucking serious. I'm so serious. I'm not even joking right now. Everybody's supposed to be building what they want to build without having to ask another man for permission. You got the skill, you go ahead and do it. You gotta ask somebody, can I put this here? Can I put this there? Because obviously at the one moment that somebody got greedy and wanted more than somebody else, this is why we in the world we in today. That's not what you were here for. And people have succumbed to that frequency because of these beings that got the power because somebody got careless with it. It's kind of like somebody got tricked, basically. And this is why we're here now. But it's okay. They whoever that was did it out of the kindness of their heart. That's wild because the next thing I'm looking at says a fool. Oh boy. 127. I like pie. 127. Red Eagle. 127. Daphne. That shit's literally there. Okay. And notice the connection is straight right now. You already know the vibes. You already know the vibes. Wow. 127 chai tea. Let me see. Let me see something else here. 127 angel number means soul destiny. It's a message that from the divine realm that everything you should be doing in life must be according to God's will, your soul's purpose. Besides, it would help if you did not judge someone according to the things he does. Basically, you have to be respectful of everyone's work. And they didn't do that. They got greedy. Now, when it comes to people in your dynamic, it says basically things are happening in your life are for your own well-being so you can evolve. But that's to break out of the systems that's already in place where this nonsense happens for you to evolve. Listen, let me get some divine feminines over here because this masculine energy is taking me. Hold up. Ashe. Divine feminine. That was quick. It's the presence of the divine feminine. I mean, mind you, she fell on the ground and still fell upright. Huh. No matter how many times they knock this energy down, knock us down, we still will get up. And birth is not supposed to be painful either. There's so many things that's just not supposed to be that is because of, you already know. At the center of everything, there is light, and I am that light. Shekinah. Or Shekinah. I like saying Shekinah. Mary Magdalene is at the bottom of the deck. I am the bridge between heaven and earth. I am fully human and fully divine. And then I split the deck. When I tell you, she never leaves me out here alone. You hear me? And then you have Thekla, the prophetess of true power. Uh, what's this here? What's this? Look at the other one. We don't need nothing else. We don't need nothing else. That's the presence of the divine feminine. You got Isis, Sekhmet, Mary Magdalene. These are all essence of the divine feminine. And it's just broken up into different stories for you to realize who you are, what you come from, what's available to you. Look. You see that? You see it there? That's the second time this song come on live. Next to Close, this came out in 1997. Chill, I was 9. Was not supposed to be saying that shit. Listen, okay? The Da Vinci Code gave you a lot of downloads. I'm gonna watch that too. The Mystic of Divine Love, Marguerite Porete, Vajrayogini. The Mystic of Divine Love says, love is divine. I am nothing except love. Vajrayogini, the essence of all Buddhas. I have the power to make each moment sacred. Everything is material for my liberation. Exactly. And then the patroness of miraculous healing, Catherine Labore. And she's holding the mother of God here. At least Mary of Nazareth, rather. I am ready to heal. I am worthy of the miracles meant for me. Here for it. And Ishi Diosgyal, Lady of the Lotus born. Embodiment is the deepest bliss. My body was made for enlightenment. And then the Divine Mother. See, all these loving energies are kicking in because I feel like we got into a point where we clarify so much where now they are embracing us with love to say, okay, it's all right. It's okay. We got it from here though. So that shit, it is 7:17. Well, it's time to get ready for the show, ladies and gentlemen. Empresses and emperors, it's time to get ready for the show. We at the gate. We are at the gate. These hostilities about to go down. Oh shit. Action's about to be taken. Guarding in the gate. Three is the Empress. Zero is 0 point. Eternal. See, look at this. Guarding in the gate. Envy. 30, 20. And then the door to personal healing and happiness is at the bottom of the deck. At the top here, you have walking away. Ooh, hold up. What's on this side? Anxiety. So those of you who are already at the point where you know you're about to, unlock this new door, this gateway for yourself. And for those who trust in your information and want to, also evolve as well, you're about to open up this door. But everything that has been projected onto you as far as jealousy and envy, and you can feel this load on you, It's over with. It's over with. The door to personal healing and happiness is open, which is basically in this garden. You already have the key for it. You already know what's up when it comes to this envious energy. It has been coming around time after time after time again. And these are also these beings like you have everything. Why still continue to suppress people to get more? Because you're greedy. Well, your time has come. 1919 on the clock. Double the heat, double the sun. I was in the sun today before this. That sun do feel different. I'm not gonna lie. That shit do feel different. It feel a little spicy. It do feel a little spicy. To me, it felt good because at one point I felt it, the heat of it, but then immediately my body started to cool down. I was like, oh shit, whoever doesn't have the capacity to do this shit right now, ooh, ooh. The thinking woman. Anxiety staying at the bottom of the deck though. That sun feel different. In a great way though. Why you be in the sun? Me too. Me too. And I promise you, people who have an issue with the sun, stay away from me. If you complain about the sun being too hot, stay away from me. You don't know what's coming. Stay away from me because obviously, if it's too hot for you, that's a warning. That's a warning. You're living part of a source that don't even belong. I'm over it. Fucking over it. I'm done with the sound effects right now. Oh, you don't like the sun? Deuces. Have a nice day. Look at that. The thinking woman, she got a book and a scroll. This ain't nothing to play with. This ain't nothing to play with. The angel of love coming in the building here. Why is this thing? Okay. That's these envious energies here that's stepping into the anxiety. This is what I'm saying. Most of this anxiety that some of y'all could be feeling is projections, especially if you know what's up. So immediately start telling yourself, this is not my energy. This is not my energy. Return back to center. This is not my energy. Because the scales are being balanced here. Then we got the woman holding the heart. This could be loved ones because the woman holding the heart speaks of holding the heart of loved ones, personal connections. But this is all leading to the crown transforming here. Under that, you have the crown transforming, Archangel Uriel, cutting things out of your life with the sword of fire so you can walk away effortlessly. So some of you, this garden in the gate is possibly you looking at a moment that you've walked away from and come into this space of being liberated, not anxious anymore about it. Because certain things you may have walked away from may have come back to make you feel guilty about what you've done when all you've been doing is evolving. You know what I'm saying? And whoever that is or whatever that is didn't get the memo that you were both in each other's lives for the point of transformation, but they decided to stay on one side of things or the ego. Ayatu, that's for you then. You do that. The balance of the heart, 38 or 11. Fourth chakra, the heart chakra. And the angel of balance right at the bottom of the deck. 38 and 48. Let me see what's up here. 38, 48. You got some more messages. 38, 48. In my heart, I was numb, and in my mind, I was bitter. 38, 48. Handed to you on jungle. the daughter of the flaming sword. I'm done. Done. We're done here. We're done here. This is for somebody. You need to separate yourself from whoever is doing this and stop telling them to do this, or this is you. The more you keep standing up for him, the more pathetic and stupid you sound. Straight up. The wicked have no desire to change their ways. Straight up. The language of the phallus there, but for the grace of God, not for all the diamonds in the world. Everything that glitters ain't gold, honey. I don't care how fine or how much money this. Where the soul at? Where's your connection to your soul? I don't care what your pockets look like. Where your soul at? Do you know what that is? What? September 23rd, license plate number DN Deal Lonsdale Ave. Whoever sees this message and that makes sense, whoever that is, you better balance out that heart chakra and step away. The answer to your questions, take over, is me. 3848. I do love you for sharing this. I hope you know. Saturn's agents will all be destroyed for their wicked. Anybody who's going against divine order. That's how I'm picking that up. It is the end of the world as we know it, and I feel fine. Fucking right. Tribe gold. That's what we at. You feel me? We good money. You ain't got nothing to worry about. If you know you got work to do, just get going. This is also the time of quantum leaping. So just get started on whatever it is. Listen, I don't care how coincidental shit is or how overboard you may feel like you're going. Go there. Okay, go there. You see how I'll be connecting the dots half of the time. The shit don't make sense, but that's what intuition is. It's not supposed to make sense. It's not the mind. It's not a logical space. It's a feeling. It just keeps moving until it connects to something, and then it becomes a little bit more stable for you to see it as to what exactly it is for you. You feel me? Wherever you are, there I will also be. 369 3848. I'm not tired. It's 7:27. This shit is hilarious right now. I'm not even tired. But I'm definitely, after this, I got you. And I'm going to have to go meditate very deeply. Shit, I might come back live, depending on what happened. For real, for real. Cause, yeah. $727 infinite hope signifies that when you get more involved with your life, then you will find things easy and going the cause and effect way. It says right way, but I'm gonna say cause and effect way. Besides, you have enough experience to take control of your life. It's also a sign that you'll be receiving positive news. It will be something that you're not expecting, but something that you totally deserve. Come with it. It is calling you to live your personal truths. Don't think about what others see. That's literally okay. Yeah, that was a whole confirmation with that yawn. And here goes this song that we heard yesterday. Speaking of love, a love that will return, an unconditional love that will return. It's now 7:29. We went from 5:29, which is when I got that message from the birds, to 6:29, 7:29, 567, 567. Love me, Five, 6, 7, Zodiac 9, 567, Tom Cruise, 567. Whatever movie comes up for you of Tom Cruise, there's a massive download in that movie for you. 567, Rapture All, 567, Dark Phoenix, 567, Gospel of Thomas, 567, Blue Skull, 567, Great Alien, 567, Purification, 567, a great alien that's coming in for purification from the Bethlehem star. 567, exorcism, and that's how it's going to do it. And that's usually through, on its nature, it's called a natural disaster. Wow, 567, Cloud Strife. 2929. 2929. You should consider love. You should consider love yourself. Ashe. 1901100. 3 whatever. Some of them may be freed, but they will be no kings. Day of Judgment. Sacrificed gets Dawn Marie. What? Okay. 2929. The 2-eye electromagnetic vision. Ave 9th, 2014. 9th Ave, 2014. Let me see what's on 9th Ave. Hold the fuck up. Excuse me. It's usually where they have a food festival. Between 42nd and 57th Street. You know what this shit just made me feel like? As I just said that out loud, it made me feel and think of that movie, knowing with all the numbers, that just creeped me out just a bit. Just a bit. Between 42nd and 57th. It's a foodie haven for the International Food Festival, including some of popular 9th Ave, 9th Ave and Hell's Kitchen. Fucking over it. 4257. See, this is what happens when I be sitting here with these numbers and I just be traveling all over this damn internet world. Something about the name Marie, because I'm seeing it again. Kronos eats children, but they want to cause Zeus evil. I'm done. That's a fact, though. At least the way those stories are told. 7th of February, 2017. Let me see what Marie numbers are. Marie 125, 125, Neptune retrograde 125, and Delhi. Delhi. Let me see what Delhi talking about. $38. 38 is for chakra, Archangel Raphael. Angel Raphael. Archangel Raphael. Human God. December 7th. Ancient God Ra. There's that. Third coming. Okay. Demiurge. Helicopter. Connection. One of my tags literally said that. Connection. And it fell on the ground before I came live too. Let me see. 340. 340. What's 340? 340. To be hostile to be an enemy to. 340. What else? Newt. Oh shit. Accepting fate. Okay. Accepting fate. They will have to, as long as they keep doing these chip implant nonsense, because that's also on here. That's all. Gautama, which is Buddha Siddhartha's energy. Sephiroth. Sephiroth's sword. Then we also have the Tree of Life here. The Sephiroth is actually the 10 attributes and emanations in Kabbalah, through which the infinite reveals itself and continuously creates both the physical realm and the chain of the higher metaphysical realms. And this is bringing us back to the first message that we had about the blue sun. Listen. Chill out, for real. You better get to work, honey. Which you already are, but listen, it's 7:37 right now. It's just another reminder. Okay. Another reminder. Y'all, I'm out of here. I need to go chill. I'm coming to you right now, okay? I love y'all. Like I said, more than likely, I might be back. If not, look at that, 7:38. There goes the train. Bro. Sometimes I just got to sit here like this. And then other times I'll be like, yo, how much longer y'all going to take to do what y'all got to do? Yeah. I love you.